Introducing Red Baron's new stuffed crust pizza. There's cheese in every single bite.
So much cheese in this crust.
So much food.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Philadelphia Police Department. Authorities are currently searching for two missing individuals who were last seen inside a mall located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Christmas Day. The missing individuals have not been identified as of yet. According to witnesses, they were last seen in the mall's food court around 2 p.m. They were reportedly planning to do some last-minute shopping before meeting up with family later in the day. However, the two individuals never showed up for the family gathering and have not been heard from since. Their phones have been turned off, and they have not responded to any attempts at contact. The first individual is described as 5 feet 7 inches tall, with blue hair and black eyes. Is described as 6 feet tall, with brown hair and black eyes. Both were last seen wearing winter coats. Authorities are urging anyone with information about the whereabouts of these individuals to come forward immediately. The public is advised to avoid approaching the individuals if seen and to contact the police department immediately.
We were gonna stuff Reese's cups with feathers, and then we were like, wait a minute, pretzels. Yeah, pretzels would be way.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Philadelphia Police Department. There have been multiple reports of black figures roaming the local area in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. These figures appear to be human-like, but with unusual movements and behavior. The individuals have not been identified, and their intentions are unknown. In light of these reports, the public is advised to take immediate precautions. Residents should lock all doors and windows and stay inside until further notice. If you must leave your home, do not go alone, and keep a safe distance from any suspicious individuals. Furthermore, the two missing individuals from the previous alert have now been identified to be boyfriend and girlfriend, have still not been located. It is possible that they may have encountered these suspicious individuals, and the police department is urging anyone with information to come forward immediately. This situation is still developing, and the public is advised to monitor local news sources and follow the instructions of law enforcement. Remember to stay vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the authorities immediately.
Where's Mommy?
Oh, hey, sweetie. Mother Nature is at work, but Father Nature's here.
I'm hungry.
Okay, let's see. Oh, well, how about some smoked?
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Philadelphia Police Department. The number of black figures roaming the local area in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania has increased significantly. These figures are exhibiting increasingly erratic behavior, and more individuals have been reported missing. In addition, there have been sightings of a new, unknown creature in the area. Described as a 7-foot-tall humanoid with a lemon-shaped head, this creature is considered extremely dangerous. If seen, do not approach and contact law enforcement immediately. Residents are advised to continue taking precautions and staying indoors with all doors and windows locked. Do not leave your home unless absolutely necessary, and always remain aware of your surroundings. If you must travel, Do so in groups and avoid any areas where suspicious activity has been reported. The police department is actively investigating these incidents and urges anyone with information to come forward immediately. This is a dangerous situation, and the public is advised to take all necessary precautions to ensure their safety. Stay tuned to local news sources and follow the instructions of law enforcement.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's Peanut.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The situation in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania has escalated to a critical level. The number of black figures has continued to increase, and they have now begun to attack other counties in Pennsylvania. The government is now involved in the response effort. In addition to the black figures, an unknown parasitic black and pink sludge has been discovered in the affected areas. This sludge is believed to be connected to the strange behavior of the black figures, and samples will be taken for testing immediately. The government urges all residents in affected areas to continue taking necessary precautions. Stay indoors with all doors and windows locked and avoid any contact with the black figures or the sludge. If you are in immediate danger, contact law enforcement immediately. The government is working closely with local authorities to contain and neutralize the threat. Military personnel have been deployed to assist in the response effort. However, it is critical that residents follow all instructions from law enforcement and stay informed of the latest developments. This is a developing situation, and updates will be provided as more information becomes available. The government takes the situation seriously and is taking all necessary measures to ensure the safety and security of all citizens.
Nuggets for breakfast? Yes, please. New Jimmy Dean breakfast nuggets. Delicious sausage, egg, and cheese in everyone's favorite shape.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is an urgent message. All residents in affected areas are advised to evacuate or seek shelter immediately. The government has confirmed that the black sludge discovered earlier is connected to the black figures, which have been identified as a parasitic virus known as the corruption. The military is currently engaged in combat with the corruption, and residents are advised to take immediate precautions. Do not attempt to confront the corruption, and avoid all contact with the black sludge. It has also been confirmed that the two missing individuals from the first EAS were the first to be infected with the corruption. The government urges all residents to seek medical attention immediately if they experience any symptoms, including unusual behavior or physical abnormalities. The government is working to contain and neutralize the threat posed by the corruption. Military personnel have been deployed to assist in the response effort. However, it is critical that residents follow all instructions from law enforcement and stay informed of the latest developments. This is a highly dangerous situation, and the government urges all residents in affected areas to take immediate action to ensure their safety. Evacuate if possible, or seek shelter in a secure location with all doors and windows locked. Do not leave your shelter until instructed to do so by law enforcement. Updates will be provided as more information becomes available. The government takes the situation seriously and is taking all necessary measures to ensure the safety and security of all citizens.
Those beautiful Bush's baked beans. The delicious center of picnic table.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is an update on the situation with the corruption. The government has learned that the corruption is a highly contagious and dangerous virus that spreads through physical contact or vocalization. The virus manifests in individuals as black figures covered in black sludge with pink eyes and teeth, and a permanent smile. It has been confirmed that the corruption can spread by attacking other individuals, as well as through vocalization. The virus uses the host's vocal cords to sing a corrupting song that infects nearby individuals. Therefore, residents are advised to stay in shelter and cover their ears if they hear singing or any unusual sounds. The government urges all residents to continue taking necessary precautions to protect themselves and their loved ones. Stay in shelter with all doors and windows locked, and avoid all contact with the corruption. Furthermore, the corruption has now spread to neighboring states, including Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, and New York. The government is working closely with local authorities in these states to contain and neutralize the threat. Military personnel have been deployed to assist in the response effort. This is a highly dangerous situation, and the government urges all residents in affected areas to take immediate action to ensure their safety. Follow all instructions from law enforcement, stay informed of the latest developments, and continue to take necessary precautions. Updates will be provided as more information becomes available. The government takes the situation seriously and is taking all necessary measures to ensure the safety and security of all citizens. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is an urgent update on the situation with the corruption. The virus has become stronger and more dangerous as it continues to infect and corrupt more individuals. The government urges all residents in affected areas to take immediate action to ensure their safety. At this time, we are preparing to switch to a message from the President of the United States. Please stand by for an important announcement.
Attention all citizens of the United States. This is the President speaking. The situation with the corruption has become a national emergency. The virus is spreading rapidly and posing a severe threat to the safety and security of our citizens. The government is taking all necessary measures to contain and neutralize the threat, but we need your cooperation and assistance. We urge all residents to follow all instructions from law enforcement and take immediate precautions to protect themselves and their loved ones. If you are in an affected area, stay in shelter with all doors and windows locked, and avoid all contact with the corruption. The government is working with our international partners to coordinate a global response to this crisis. We are committed to defeating the corruption and restoring peace and security to our communities. We urge all citizens to remain calm and stay informed of the latest developments. Updates will be provided as more information becomes available. Thank you, and may God bless the United States of America.
That was a message for the President. Again, make sure to protect yourself and your loved ones from the corruption. This message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. There have been multiple reports of sightings of a lemon-headed humanoid creature in various locations across the country. The creature, commonly referred to as the lemon demon, has been rumored to be connected to the corruption virus outbreak. Eyewitnesses describe the lemon demon as a tall, thin figure with a lemon-shaped head and glowing eyes. Some claim to have seen the creature with infected individuals or in areas where outbreaks of the corruption have occurred. The United States government is taking these reports seriously and has dispatched a team of experts to investigate the possible connection between the lemon demon and the virus. It is currently unknown whether the creature is a carrier of the virus or if it is simply attracted to areas where outbreaks have occurred. Citizens are advised to exercise extreme caution and avoid any contact with the lemon demon. If you spot the creature, do not attempt to approach it and contact local authorities immediately. It is imperative that citizens continue to follow all quarantine measures and seek medical attention if they exhibit symptoms of the corruption. The virus is highly contagious and can be deadly if left untreated. The United States government is committed to containing the outbreak and identifying the source of the corruption. Please stay tuned for further updates and follow all instructions from local authorities. This message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The United States military continues to fight against the corruption virus outbreak, but it has spread to over half of the country, as well as parts of Canada and Mexico. The virus has mutated, and some infected individuals have developed new abilities that make them even more dangerous. Reports have emerged that some corrupted figures have the ability to create strings with their hands that can wrap around victims and corrupt them at an alarming rate. These strings are highly infectious and can turn healthy individuals into corrupted figures within minutes. Due to the unprecedented spread of the virus and the increased danger posed by the new abilities of the infected, the government is urging all citizens to seek shelter in bunkers if possible. Avoid all contact with infected individuals and do not attempt to engage with them in any way. The military is continuing its efforts to contain the outbreak, but they are facing a difficult task. The government is asking for all able-bodied citizens to assist in the containment effort by following all quarantine measures and reporting any sightings of the lemon demon or infected individuals. The situation is dire, and it is important that all citizens take this threat seriously. The government is doing everything possible to combat the corruption virus outbreak, but it will require the cooperation and support of all citizens to be successful. Please stay tuned for further updates and follow all instructions from local authorities. Together, we can overcome this crisis and emerge stronger as a nation.
This message is transmitted at the request of the Canadian government. The corruption virus outbreak, which has already spread throughout the United States, has breached the Canadian border. Infected individuals have been spotted in multiple provinces, and the virus is spreading at an alarming rate. The government is urging all citizens to seek shelter immediately and avoid any contact with infected individuals. The virus is highly contagious and can be deadly if left untreated. All citizens are instructed to follow all quarantine measures and report any sightings of infected individuals or the lemon demon to local authorities. The government is working with international partners to combat the outbreak and is doing everything possible to contain the virus. However, due to the highly infectious nature of the virus, it is important that all citizens take this threat seriously and do their part to prevent the spread of the virus. Please stay tuned for further updates and follow all instructions from local authorities. Together, we can overcome this crisis and protect the health and safety of all Canadians.
This message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The United States government has made a terrifying discovery in the fight against the corruption virus outbreak. The virus has mutated once again, and a small number of infected individuals have grown wings and are now able to fly at great speeds. These winged corrupted figures are highly dangerous and can attack victims from the air with incredible force. Reports have already emerged of attacks on civilians in multiple states, and the situation is rapidly deteriorating. In addition to the mutated virus, the corruption has also spread to other countries, including Cuba, Brazil, and the United Kingdom. The virus is highly contagious and can be deadly if left untreated. All citizens are instructed to not go outside for any reason and to seek shelter immediately. It is imperative that you have enough food and water to last for at least 3 weeks and a battery-powered radio to receive updates from local authorities. If you do not have access to a shelter, the military is creating bunkers to protect citizens from certain death. However, these bunkers are limited in number and may not be able to accommodate all citizens. The situation is extremely dire, and it is important that all citizens take this threat seriously. The government is doing everything possible to combat the outbreak, but it will require the cooperation and support of all citizens to be successful. Please stay tuned for further updates and follow all instructions from local authorities. Together, we can overcome this crisis and emerge stronger as a nation. This message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Attention all citizens, this is a dire emergency. The corruption virus outbreak has reached catastrophic levels, and the rate of individuals being corrupted has increased significantly. Additionally, the corruption has mutated once again, and some corrupted individuals have been observed forming blades and tendrils from the sludge covering their bodies. This mutation makes these corrupted individuals even more dangerous, and all citizens are urged to evacuate immediately. The remaining states that have not been overrun by the virus are California, Oregon, Utah, Nevada, Alaska, and Hawaii. The government is working tirelessly to provide transportation and resources for all citizens who need to evacuate. However, time is of the essence, and all citizens are instructed to evacuate as quickly as possible. Regrettably, we must also inform you that the President of the United States has been corrupted by the corruption virus. We urge all citizens to put their safety first and evacuate immediately. The situation is extremely dangerous, and we cannot stress enough the urgency of the situation. If you are unable to evacuate, it is imperative that you seek shelter and do not come into contact with any corrupted individuals. Remember, run, and do not look back. The military is doing everything possible to protect and evacuate remaining survivors. We will keep you informed as the situation develops. This is the last communication we can provide at this time. Evacuate immediately. This message is transmitted at the request of the United Nations. Attention all citizens of the world, we have some incredible news. Thanks to the valiant efforts of militaries from around the world, the corruption virus outbreak has been contained and eliminated in many countries, including the United States, Canada, Mexico, the United Kingdom, Cuba, Brazil, and parts of Russia and Africa. The militaries of countries such as China, South Korea, Australia, and the rest of NATO played a crucial role in the containment and elimination of the corruption virus. Their bravery and dedication to the safety of citizens around the world is commendable, and we cannot thank them enough. As a result of their efforts, the threat of the corruption virus has been neutralized, and it is safe for citizens to return to their homes. We urge all citizens to continue to exercise caution and follow safety protocols as they return home. We also want to take a moment to thank the brave men and women of the military who put their lives on the line to protect citizens around the world. We owe them a debt of gratitude that can never be fully repaid. We will continue to provide updates as needed, but for now, we can all rest assured that the world is once again a safe place. Thank you for your patience, cooperation, and understanding throughout this ordeal. This concludes the emergency alert message.